I guess I don't know if you call them infomercials anymore. You remember like those stupid fucking ad things that come out where you would just pull up and crunch, and then everybody was buying them thinking they were going to drop like 10 inches off their waist if they used them
Yeah.
and all this because people are always looking for something other than eating and training. And
Yeah.
that goes as far as even to the people that take gear and barely work out and eat right
Pretty
because they
much.
think
Yeah.
they just take it and they it's going to get them everything. So yeah, they're always and it's I understand the marketing side of it. Like if you're trying to get in the business and make a lot of money, you take advantage of that and exploit it. But at the same time, you got to have some kind of conscience.
Hmm.
I mean, what point do you start feeling bad because you know your product's not going to do what you're claiming it's going to do
Right.
to that extent?
Everybody wants, yeah. People want the easy way out, man. Easy way out.
Even these new peptides coming out and the SLU P332, I think it's called, and people will start taking it thinking it's a huge game changer. At the end of the day, if you're actually there's I'm not I won't go that far on that one because there's not enough research done on it yet. I'm hearing about other ways to use it where people are actually getting some pretty impressive results. Not specifically when they're using it, but after they're done because it gets the mitochondria up to 100% and their fat loss gets better. But at the same time, like if you're not training and eating right and stuff, I mean,
Yeah.
not going to get the jaw dropping results you think you are.
I know. That's the part that blows my mind is like you're missing pieces, man. So you're trying to make it up with something else
Yeah.
instead of just have all the pieces in place. And then that's going to be the best way. It's fuck. Anyway,
I got a question. What when you were training in the 90s, what was usually playing on your anti-skip Discman while you were in the gym?
anti-skip
What were
discman.
your gym tunes back
Well,
then?
I'll be 100% honest. I didn't use headphones a whole lot
Yeah.
when I was training. Yeah, like I I use them here and there and now. If I don't have a partner, a training partner, sometimes, but honestly, like it was kind of distracting to me having headphones on. I didn't like it. Like I like to kind of be aware of my surroundings, being able to hear what's going on. Like that's just a thing to me. And whatever it was on the music, whatever they had overhead, like whatever the gym had, sometimes it was good, sometimes it was shit. But I don't know. I would just like block it out anyway and just focus and just train. Especially if I had a partner. If I had a workout partner, I didn't even need music. Like,
I don't think you should wear headphones if you have a partner.
yeah, well, yeah, that's you see
Like I don't
people.
let clients wear headphones.
Yeah, I see a lot of people who have partners sometimes, and they're all wearing headphones, and I'm like, interesting. They're all wearing headphones, so there's not much conversations going on there. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, why do you need it so badly? Like, what?
That's a good argument about people needing to find a certain song or a certain thing to come on a list. Either you can push the weight or you can't. I
Yeah,
understand you might get a little boost if you hear something before you go, but like at the end of the day, you can either lift it or you can't.
yeah,
And you should be able to do it under because you're not always going to be in the perfect conditions every time you come to the gym. The gym's not always going to be playing your shit. I mean, especially if you come here because we change it up. The
yeah.
spectrum of fucking music we play here by the day changes like from like
Uh,
greatly. So I mean,
some people bitch too. Some people complain.
someone's always going to
So it's like,
complain.
they have demon music on today, Mark. Who put the demon music on? I'm like, and it's funny. It's not even really demon music.
Yeah,
It's like could be like 90s
we actually don't play anything too
or
heavy here.
early 2000s, like alternative rock.
Yeah,
And they're saying it's demon. I'm all, that's not even that hardcore, but whatever. Um, people always just want to complain about something. So, you know, I don't know. The music can help me sometimes, but a lot of times I don't, again, if I'm doing training, it's fine. I don't need it. Maybe cardio though, that is different. So definitely when I was doing cardio back in the day and even now, very helpful. I put on headphones or something. music, yeah, and I might watch something, watch a video
Yeah,
here
that's
and
my
there.
Netflix time. Yeah.
But um, but music wise, usually I do a lot of well, cardio. When I'm doing cardio, I'm not trying to get hyped up too much.
Yeah.
So I'm doing more like it would either be some like R&B stuff, even some like 70s gold, AM gold music
Yeah. Yeah.
like that kind of stuff. I listen to that a lot, like 70s and 80s, uh, like adult contemporary, whatever they want to call it, yacht rock or AM gold or all that kind of stuff that was playing on the radio when I was younger. That's the kind of stuff that I listen to a lot when I'm doing cardio, just because it's relaxing to me
Yeah.
and I like it because it's familiar, so I can kind of get in the groove of it. When if it's newer songs, sometimes it's good, right? But it depends on my mood. But the old stuff that I've heard 100 times, when I hear it, I'm in a groove with it already. I
Yeah.
know I know the song. I can kind of sing along in my head, so it helps the cardio go by faster. Yeah, but lifting weights, I don't I don't like headphones.
Only if my AD's acting up real bad, I'll wear them because it keeps me distracted to where I have to focus on what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I'm just talking to everybody and shit. And sometimes
yeah,
I put them on just to quiet everything else out, and it helps. But
yeah.
I
I
don't
can
always
see
do
that.
that.
I think a lot of girls do that, right? I know a lot of girls. Like I've heard girls be, oh, I just put those headphones on so nobody talks to me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, didn't know that you were a celebrity. Sorry.
Well, this isn't really the gym you come to hit on people
No,
anyway.
but
That's more corporate gym shit.
no, but you're a celebrity because you have a vagina. Oh, okay. Like, no, like for real, dude. It's
Yeah.
like, I have a vagina. I'm a celeb. Like, not that they're saying that, but because dudes are gonna come up to them. It's just like, oh my God. Like, dudes, what's with the dudes all the time, guys? Crazy. Just leave
It's
them
like, are you
alone.
wearing them because you don't want guys to talk to you, or are you wearing them so that you can tell other guys that got tired of guys coming to talk to you?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, there was the thing, I've seen it, at least I know I've read it in comments and stuff, where there's a video and the girl is annoyed. She was filming or something and she got irritated at this guy, right? And then people were like, "Oh, she's just irritated at him because he looks like a nerd, like."
Yeah, yeah,
But if it was some good-looking dude, Jack dude, she would be nice to him. She would actually probably talk to him. And I'm kind of like, yeah, I kind of agree with that.
yeah,
Probably those guys, they're not getting respect. The skinny little dude or the nerdy looking guy or just the older guy, they're not getting respect. But some good looking dude that's got muscles or something, she might give him more respect or talk to him because, hey, he's a good looking guy. Like, that's a possibility.
yeah.
That guy could be a guy that maybe she would go out with.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be more respectful.
That's a good point.
Yeah. It's so kind of pick and choose, right? On who they want to get upset with, you know, and who they will take their headphones off for, right?
Yeah,
Like, dude, get away, get away. Good looking dude. Oh, hi. How's it going? Oh, hey, I'm good. How are you? Oh, good.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
And speaking of the filming thing, I've seen on Instagram a lot of gyms that are starting to put out rules and bitch about tripods and stuff. And it was, a couple weeks ago, we were talking about the table, and I was like, as much as people film in this gym, we never have any issues with that
No.
because your primary reason for here is training. And like if I'm filming for something for my Instagram when I'm training someone, and someone's like, "Oh, don't let me get in your way," I'm like, the workout comes first. Like if you walk in front of my camera because you're working out, I'll refilm it. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Don't don't stop what you're doing because I'm trying to do something for my business or whatever. I don't think the filming should be a priority. Like everybody here sees that everybody else's way when they use tripods, and the primary focus here is to train and get better, and that's what people focus on. So I mean, the worst thing, I just film it again. I always tell people, I'm like, don't if you've got to walk in front of my camera, do what you got to do. Walk in front of it. It's not a problem.
Mm.
Like, because your workout's more important than me trying to film something to post on Instagram.
I think I see that in commercial gyms, like when people get offended, the
Yeah,
person filming. It's always seems to be in commercial gyms. It's never really in private gyms. I
yeah.
noticed that. At least I'm not 100% correct, but I feel like it's bigger, box gyms, commercial gyms. Those are the places where you see people getting offended. Because I feel like this type of gym, right? Smaller gyms, it's almost like they kind of know better than to get upset.
Everybody knows each other
And
here
that's
too.
it, right? Everybody kind of knows each other. So bigger gyms, people like a lot of people you don't even know who they are. You've never seen them before. So and yeah, there's a lot of interesting people in commercial gyms that maybe don't understand gym etiquette or they just do weird shit, man. Yeah,
We're
you see it.
just it's fortunate to be in this gym where
Hmm.
everybody does know everybody, and so stuff like that doesn't come up.
Yeah.
We all, like I said already before countless times, like we know what the primary focus is here, and that's what everybody does. So we don't get in each other's way trying to film and shit.
Yeah, that's why I never had problems with it. I've never had issues with that stuff. And I'm sure, I mean, if I did, I would probably make it a rule, right? To have a rule about it, but I never had problems. Everybody seems pretty cool about it. No one trips on it.
And for the gym, it's promotion. If they tag the
Well, yeah,
gym in, I
yeah.
mean, it helps
And
you when
most
somebody
people do
films.
tag,
Yeah.
so I throw it on
I
there,
mean, this
put it
is
in the
becoming
stories.
a touristy place now.
Yeah.
I mean, we just had
Yeah,
what
who
a
would have
whole
thought? Yeah.
family from Vancouver come in last week, and then that guy from Germany, and then a few other people
I mean, every
from
week we
yeah,
get a ton of drop-ins. Um, yeah, I don't know who would have thought.
like
I
all the
think
New
it
Zealand people when Sean Ray was going on that one
Oh
year.
yeah.
We had all those people come in.
Yeah. Yeah. I think our price helps too, the price point. I mean, I still just charge $20. So, because it's crazy because I remember early 2000s, going to some gyms and it was $20.
Yeah,
So you're talking like literally like 20 years later, and I'm still only charging $20. Even though the economy has gone to shit and everything's gone up, right? I still just charge 20.
but when
But
they come in, what else do they buy?
yeah,
They always get a drink, a shirt, stickers, and stuff. So I
typically
mean,
something.
that's the multiple purchases. I think
Yeah.
would outweigh a higher rate for a daily day pass.
Well, and I think too, if you charge 20, a lot of times most people will come back a couple more times. Instead of just once, right?
Yeah,
Like, hey, that's pretty good. They like the gym, but the pricing is good. So let's go back. Yeah, if you're charging more, if I don't know, maybe like I think 30 people might pay it, like tourists, they probably pay it. But again, I try to keep it fair, and obviously I still have bills to pay. So I do have to make money, but I try to if I can keep it at 20, I will, as long as I can. Eventually, I'm sure there's going to be a point where I prices have to go up eventually because rent goes up, everything goes up. So, but I try to keep it as fair as I can for as long as I can. This is how it is. It's the world we're in now, man. Everything's expensive, and I mean Hawaii, they just keep putting buildings up
Hawaii's ridiculous.
right down the road there, a few miles down there, just keep putting buildings up. And I know a few years from now, I know that UFC in town, like that's going to be gone.
They're moving, right?
Well, they're going to have to because I think their lease is up soon. I don't know when, but I know it's within a year or two, maybe, because that property, they're they're putting more buildings there, so that's going to be gone. And I don't know where they're going to if they're coming here to Kalihi. I'm not sure. There is that little strip mall down there that they're building. They're rebuilding that where Foodland is.
Oh yeah,
And on the end there, I think it was Office Max, I think, or
yeah.
whatever. That's going to be gone. I think Office Max is leaving, so then that space is going to be available for a gym. So, and I seen the layout that they were saying gym
Yeah.
over there. So because I think Foodland's going to move to the other end now. Foodland's going to be where like Savers was.
Okay.
So you first pull in. Savers, and then the left side is going to be possibly a gym. And that's in, what is that, Dillingham Shopping Center, I
Yep.
think it's called. So yeah, maybe in the next 2 years, we'll see. And that's, I think there's also part of that, or across the street is where there's going to be like a rail station, I think, over there or
Yeah.
something.
In about
So,
35 years, it'll be there.
so, so the rail station will be completed by 2045,
Yeah.
um, for their 1,000 people a day riding it when
Yeah.
they were supposed to have 10,000 a day. So they're 10% apparently.
Yeah.
They're filling 10% of it daily.
Billions of dollars over budget.
Billions of dollars. They're only filling 10% of those seats a day. And just the daily cost to run it is more than they're even making on the daily.
How much they charge?
I'm not sure. But I guarantee you it costs more to run that thing and to maintain that thing than 1,000 people a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why the number was the 10,000 a day. And I think that was probably what they wanted on average, probably hoping for even more. But
You ever been to you ever rode the train system like in DC, Virginia area?
no,
Just
I
like
mean, I've done
15
like New York and Boston.
it's like $15 a day for unlimited use for the day. And they have week and month passes and stuff. And shit, I forgot where I was going with this.
The price.
The parking's like free on weekends and holidays.
Mm,
And I think even when it's not even that much when you do have to pay for parking.
hmm.
It's cheap and very convenient and goes everywhere.
Yeah.
So like when I see these new rail systems coming up and what they're charging, what it costs, I'm like, dude, these
I'm
train
pretty
systems are more
sure,
efficient.
let's just be honest. I'm pretty sure Hawaii's more than $15 a day.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm just
It's
saying
going to be more, right?
like when they have older systems that are already cheaper and more efficient.
Yeah. And here's the thing, too. What about the bus? So, for one, most people don't catch the bus. I mean, people, because, it's typically what they would call ghetto, right? Like, oh, don't go on the bus.
Yeah.
You're not going to typically go on the bus. All the people that are on the bus now, will you get those people to ride the rail? You know, well, maybe I think you'll get some of them, but if it costs a lot more, maybe you won't, because a lot of people that are on the bus, they don't have a lot of money to spend. So they might not even ride it. Because I can tell you right now, I'll bet you 70% of the customers are going to be probably people that would normally ride the bus.
Yeah.
I'll bet you. I'll bet you maybe 30% of those customers are going to be people that are going to use it to go to work. That's it. Because where it's going to stop, it's not super convenient. I mean, there's a stop here in Kalihi. What the, who works in Kalihi?
Yeah.
I mean, for one, I mean, there are people that work here, but it's not like there's a ton of jobs here in Kalihi. I don't know. I just don't see it. And then they're gonna stop in town, in downtown. I think that's where it ends. Now you have a lot of people that work in town. I'm sure that's walking distance. So, but again, how many people are gonna want? They have to walk everywhere. I don't know, man. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. It's just a big waste of money. But I always said they should have just done like another freeway system,
Yeah.
like how LA does, how all the bigger cities have these multi-deck freeway systems.
Yeah.
I think they could have made like this expressway type of thing and, going east and west. And it could have been you get off. There's so many stops to get off, and that's it. And it's kind of just more of this express thing. And it could even be like a freaking toll, they could have made like a toll for it or something.
That's what some other states are doing. I know North Carolina past few years just put something like that in where they have express lanes that
Yeah.
cost so much to
Express
take them.
lanes, and you just pay. Because then what that does is not everyone's going to want to pay, right? Some people are like, oh, I don't want to pay for it. It's
I
fine.
don't.
It's
Yeah.
fine. That's okay. But then the ones who do, guess what? That's their convenience is
Yeah.
they pay so they don't have to sit in traffic. And it pays for the road.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought that would have made the most sense to me. And they have this big thing about like, oh, they don't want they don't like building too much here in Hawaii, right? Because it's an eyesore. But sorry, too late for that on this island. It's just too late. Like, let's be honest. The fact that they put all those buildings down in Kaka'ako, come on, please. Like,
Yeah.
we're done with that whole eyesore thing. Like,
Yeah.
that's played. That's like played out already.
Yeah.
So over that. Like, this is Oahu. Everybody knows what we have here on this island. It's not about, oh, keeping all the scenery. No, no, no. We have nice scenery here still, but there's a lot of people that live and work here. And that to me, that should have been the priority. Should have made it a lot more comfortable for the people that live here and made it more accessible for tourists because then at least if you have tourists staying on the west side and they want to go to Waikiki, it makes it accessible for them too. The roads are more open and it just opens everything up. I don't know, man. That's just my idea, but
Yeah.
I think it's gonna I'm just really curious to see in the next, like, say, 5 to 7 years how this island is going to be when all those buildings are done and the rail is supposedly done. I'm just really curious.
I don't think it'll be good.
Yeah. And real estate, I mean, is it ever going to go down here? No. Right now, it's kind of just in this weird zone right now where it dropped a little bit and it's just sitting there. But once percentage rates drop some more, economy picks up, everything's going to go back up again.
When I first got here, the townhouses in Ever were like 750,000.
Yeah.
Now it's
Yeah.
over a million.
Oh yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, and I mean the prices have dropped a little bit now
Yeah.
since, like, say 2 years ago. They have dropped a little bit because people aren't really buying right now. But it's like it's gonna there's gonna be a point, watch, where people are gonna start buying again. There's gonna be like this like rush again. But it just has to be when the percentage rates drop to a certain point and the economy is better,
Yeah.
things start to pick up. People, because let's be honest, Hawaii, people buy properties here. I mean, people live here, they have families here, they buy properties here and they stay here. And they're willing to spend money, a lot of money to stay here. So it's not like other states where, I mean, you look and there's so many properties available. I've been looking at, like, say, Texas is one of them. And I look at it and I was like, oh my God, there's so many properties available and all the prices are down because they had a huge influx of people that moved there the last few years and now they all left.
Yeah.
And now they have all these properties and they're trying to sell them and nobody's moving in there. So it's like, it's crazy, right? But then here in Hawaii, it's not like that. We have limited, right? It's limited supply, right? And then all these new buildings that are coming up, these are most of them are all $1 million and up condos.
And some are already sold before they're done being built.
Some are already sold, and most of the people who are buying them, they're not from
They don't
here.
live here. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't live here. Because I mean, what honestly, average local family, are they gonna go buy a 2 bed, 3 bedroom $1 million condo?
No.
No, of course not. With maintenance fees that are, 800, $1,000 a month,
That's fucking
whatever,
insane, dude.
or higher, who knows, that you're going to pay forever, basically. I mean, plus taxes and everything else. I mean, there's a lot of expenses even after you buy that place. So I don't know. It's yeah, Hawaii is a tough one, man. That's why this state has really gotten to the point now where it actually makes a lot of sense to rent here.
I've actually heard people that are in the real estate business say it's cheaper to rent than to buy
It's cheaper to rent right now.
because you bypass all the other fees
Yep.
that come with it.
Yep. And because the rates are not that great. Like, you have people that bought their place 15 years ago, 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, say, when the rates were really low. So they got that place. Their mortgage price, their mortgage payments are a lot lower than, say, the guy who's buying it now.
Yeah.
So they can afford to rent it lower. So you can get it at a better price than, say, somebody who bought a place now who's going to try and rent it out. They're not going to, there's no way. Like, you buy, say, you buy, like, I don't know, a place for $500,000. You buy like a condo for 500,000 and your interest rate is at 6, right? Your payments are going to be Probably like 3,500 maybe depends 3,300 something like that. And then you have maintenance fees on top of it. So say you pay $700 a month. I mean, you're paying about 4 grand a month. Are you going to be able to rent out a 2 bed, 2 bath for $4,000 a month? That's going to be hard.
Yeah.
That's going to be real hard.
Maybe 25, 3.
Maybe 25, maybe three if you're in a really nice building.
Yeah.
So you're eating a grand or more.
Living somewhere
Right.
else.
Or you can go and just go, you go rent it for 25, a nice place like that.
Yeah.
And then you're not, yeah, sure, you're spending your money, but you're not dishing out extra money to rent it out.
Yeah.
And then when it's time when you want to go buy a place, then go buy a place. But you can live in a really nice place at a decent price, at least, than try to buy a place that's really nice. Because
Yeah.
that's going to be 4,000 plus a month
Yeah.
to have that. Yeah, and I mean, that's a crazy thought, right? Like, man, 20 years ago, I mean, it was so different, you know. I wouldn't even say 20. Honestly, I think if we go back, say 10 years ago on this island, it was very different. 10
Yeah.
years, just 10 years ago, right? Like town, ward, all that. It was so different.
Yeah. There
None
wasn't
of
much
those,
stuff
none of
down
those
there.
buildings were up.
No, they used to have that big ass parking lot across from the theater.
Yep. They had that big ass parking
Yeah.
lot. Yep. That's right. None of those buildings are up. It's crazy,
That
man.
one whole shopping center got tore down. That was right down the
Uh-huh.
road from there.
All the ward centers are all closed except for the one on the end still.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's 10 years ago. It's changed drastically.
Yeah.
Well,
And some people move here not knowing they end up getting stuck here
oh man.
because they're doing just enough to pay the rent and get by and they really can't leave.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of people that live here that are, kind of against people moving here.
They what?
They're against it. They're against people moving here.
Yeah.
Like stay, come and visit, but don't move here,
Yeah.
There's a lot of that goes on. I don't know. I'm like, well, whatever. You're not going to stop people from moving, sorry. But I don't think that's how you solve it. It's more, I think it just should be, I kind of get why people are getting upset with it because it drives the prices up, right? It keeps driving
And the locals have to move
it
away.
keeps driving the prices up,
Yeah.
yeah. But unfortunately, nobody what are you gonna do about that? Like nobody, you're not gonna stop it. Like it's not gonna.
If you're the one making the money at the top, you're not going to give a shit.
Yeah, if you're right, that's right. If you have properties here and people are moving in and they're moving into your properties,
You
hey,
don't care.
that's good for you.
Yeah.
So that's it. And then you just keep raising the rent. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a 50-50 thing, I feel like, because there's people here who, hey, they're doing great because of it, because of new people coming on the island. There's other people who just really don't like it. But I think it's past the point already. It's kind of beyond that of getting upset that people are moving here. It's going to happen. It's been happening. You're not going to stop that. Like,
Especially with the military here, people are constantly coming in and out.
oh yeah. Well, but the military does have their own housing and stuff too.
Yeah.
There's a ton of military housing. So, but let's be honest, if you were to eliminate the military on the island, I mean, the economy here, it wouldn't be too good.
No.
It would be some problems.
Yeah, there would.
Like this gym right here, I get a lot of military guys here. I mean, I don't know my percentages of military, but probably say 40%.
Yeah, that's easy.
Maybe
You can easily
50
say
even.
that.
That's a huge number, right? If they just all left.
Yeah.
So,
And they get payment adjustment to be here,
yep.
which promotes them more to spend here,
Yeah.
which helps everything out.
Yeah, man. It's interesting. We still got it good here, I gotta say, because I watch YouTube videos a lot and social media stuff, Instagram, whatever, but I see some of these cities, man, like Chicago, what's going on over there, and they bring in, they had to bring in the National Guard and all these other troops in there to stop things from going on because
Yeah.
the crime is so bad.
Yeah.
It's crazy out there. And I'm thinking like, we don't have anything like that. Sure, we have some crime that's happening now, some gun crime, some stabbings, but nothing close to what those places are like,
No.
New York or New York City, maybe, or Chicago's the worst one. I know that. Then they say Tennessee's really bad too. Like
Really?
Nashville, or is it Nashville? Or I can't. Tennessee, it's not Nashville, is it? I don't remember. Anyway, yes, no, really high crime rate right now.
Huh.
Yes, really bad. It's crazy, but it's weird how Chicago is like that too. But then it's what is it? The South side of Chicago. I never been to Chicago, so I can't talk for it. But it's weird because there's a lot of businesses in Chicago. There's nice. It's
Yeah.
really nice city. And then I think it's the South side. I don't know where it's like crazy ghetto
Yeah.
and gangs and all that.
Yeah. I've never been that
And you
part.
just stay out of that area. It's kind of interesting to me though, because
Yeah.
it's like could be 20 minutes away, right, from where you're at, but people just know to not go there.
Yeah. I've been in Chicago, but
No, you have?
it's very cold. Very,
Yeah.
very fucking cold.
Yeah.
I was there January because I got out of boot camp and then we took the train over there.
Oh, okay.
I never experienced cold like that in my life. That was horrible.
Is it because the wind
The wind
factor?
coming off the
That's what it is,
lakes.
right? The wind, and it comes off the lake,
It
right?
feels like your skin's getting sliced open. It's like unlike, and I've lived in Alaska and in the
Yeah.
mountains of North Carolina where it gets close to zero and stuff.
Okay.
But Chicago's the worst I've ever
It
experienced.
has a different
Yeah, it's
feeling
a
to it.
different feel.
That's why people are getting shot out there because they're all pissed off.
Probably.
They're all pissed off. They're all mad, man. Freaking freezing their asses off every day.
You guys
That's
real quick.
crazy. Yeah, I've never. I should go there sometime. Check it
It's
out.
a cool place to go check out. Yeah, for sure.
Stay out of the bad part though. Out of the ghetto.
Yeah.
The ghetto.
One cool thing I do like about being here, though, is any point I can just walk down the road and be at a beach.
Oh yeah.
That's the coolest shit.
Yeah, and it's just super safe here. I mean, let's just be honest. I
Yeah.
mean, the crime rate, even though, people have been complaining about it, that it has been going up, but it's still extremely low.
Yeah.
And most of the time when you see what's going on with all that stuff that's happening, it's usually within that circle of like drug dealers or little gang bangers, or it's not regular civilians that are
Yeah.
involved in it. So they're keeping it within their little circle,
Yeah.
So,
When I first got here, 2008, you never heard of any shootings or anything
oh
like that.
yeah, there wasn't much going on then. Now they're getting what they call these ghost guns, I guess,
Is what?
It's called a ghost gun. So you
Yeah.
can build it, and there's no serial numbers or nothing. You can buy the pieces. So you can actually order it on the internet, like buy pieces
Yeah.
and then put it together and make a gun.
Huh.
There's no serial number, there's no nothing. That's why it's called a ghost gun.
Can you 3D print them now?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure. I
I'm
would have
sure you
doubt it.
could.
I'm sure. But yeah, you can literally make these guns. So you don't have to go and buy a whole gun now. You just buy all the pieces, get it shipped to you, and then put it all together, and then go to the store and pick up bullets, and then you have a working gun
Huh.
that isn't traceable. There's no serials.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm sure, I don't know how it works with getting the parts. Maybe they have a way where they kind of track that. I don't know. Like when you're ordering the gun parts, I'm not sure. But they call it ghost guns.
Just
Yeah.
to be able to buy on the internet. That's
Huh?
great. Just to be able to buy online. That's
You
crazy.
could just go to the dark web, my friend.
It's-
You ever go on there?
I used to a long time ago. Um,
Yeah.
it's there's some crazy shit on there.
Yeah, I went on there a few different times, and I feel like, man, once you go on there, I feel like your computers get flagged like right
Yeah.
away. Like I feel like somewhere it's flagged, like all the people that are on there, they're
Yeah.
just flagging you. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, because obviously they're watching us constantly. Everything. They don't give it like normal people like us. They don't care, right?
Yeah.
But if you start doing some crazy ass shit, you've already been monitored. They know, like, oh, punch that guy, and you're like,
They look for like
I
keywords and
think
actions
so.
and
Yeah, I
stuff.
think
Yeah.
so. I think everybody's. everybody has been checked, but it's just a matter of there's a lot of people, right? There's so many people. They can't follow everybody, but if something that you're doing is popping up enough times, I think it's like, okay, let's look at that.
Dark web stuff that was really popular. That I heard the most about it around when I was getting out of the Navy around 2010, 11. You heard a
Yeah,
lot about it
that's
because
what it
Bitcoin was
was.
just coming
I
around,
know,
and you
man.
used to have to go to somebody to convert to Bitcoin. You
To
used to just
get
couldn't do it
Bitcoin.
on your phone.
Yes, yes.
Then that's how everything was purchased over there was Bitcoin
It was all
crypto.
Bitcoin. So bum. I wish I had bought like 100 Bitcoin and just had them sitting there the whole
Yeah,
time. Because there was a lot of people that I I guess I heard there was guys that had Bitcoin because they were doing stuff
yeah,
on there and it was sitting in their thing and they forgot about it. And then when Bitcoin went up at one point, I think when Bitcoin went up to like 20 something thousand, it wasn't super high, but
yeah,
guys were like, oh man, started looking up their Bitcoins, like, oh, I still have Bitcoin. I have 50 Bitcoins, whatever, which is, a lot of money, right? I
yeah,
mean, at 25K a piece, you got 50, hell, you're killing it.
yeah.
But there was some guys that became instant millionaires from it
That's nuts.
because they had, hundreds of coins.
I don't know what I would do if I was one of those guys.
Can you imagine though you forgot and you're like, shit, let me go look and see. And you go into your thing and you have that's the big thing though. You gotta have your key.
Yeah,
If you lose that key, you can't get it. And there was that did you hear about that story, right? That one guy, he had the key in his hard drive, and he had thrown away that computer apparently or
yeah.
something. And then it was like 5 years or something. He went and he scoured through this dump. So and who knows if it was even there? The garbage men that day when they grabbed it, may have grabbed it, and the garbage guy might have seen it and took it home
Yeah,
and said, "Hey, I could maybe fix this." You know what I mean?
yeah.
Not knowing that there was bitcoins on there, but this guy for 5 years went like he was spending money, dude, like excavating, I guess, digging through trash basically for 5 years. He just stopped. Just recently, he stopped. And he got all these permits through like the state and everything. It was crazy, dude. It's fucking crazy.
Could you imagine if you just made like 100 million like overnight?
Right. Right.
Like I wouldn't even know. I would probably try to stay as normal as possible for as long as possible, just so the shit wouldn't get to my head. Like I'd go buy a car, and that's probably it.
Yeah.
And just sit on it for a while until I thought about what to do with it instead of just losing my fucking mind
Mhm.
like I would have done like 10, 15 years ago. You know?
Yeah, you could easily just, like you said, go get a car. Don't get like a Ferrari, but get a nice car, and then maybe go find a different place to live, and you can go rent something, not
Yeah.
buy it, but just go rent a nicer place. Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna know.
That's
It's
it.
just
Yeah.
rent, and then yeah, and then you can just hang out, and then whatever. If you want to buy some cool shit for your place, whatever, deck it out with some nice furniture, big ass TV, all this cool shit. Again, nobody sees it, right? And then you can just kind of like figure out what you want to do. Maybe go on like a trip or something,
Yeah.
and then decide, okay, I'm gonna move, or I'm gonna buy property somewhere and get out of here. Whatever. Yeah, because you get mad like 100 million, dude. Like just
People would be like, why is Hodge only training 3 people now instead of like
and then
15?
and can you imagine like you do that for like 3 months and then you
Yeah.
you decide to move and then everyone finds out after and they're like, dude, the guy was worth 100 million and he was training clients still for
Yeah.
3 months. Like, what the hell is wrong with him? Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know if you'd be able to do it, bro. Like, if you'd be able to come in here and train people knowing you're worth 100 mil, dude. I don't know if you could do it, bro.
It depends on who I'm training. It depends a lot on who I'm
Man,
training.
that'd be. I don't know, man. That'd be tough. I mean, think about it. You could just do whatever you want right now. Like, you
I
could just
would
go where you want.
probably take a couple months off and go to a different country or something for a while
Mm.
just to get away from everything for a
Well, I
little
think
bit.
that would be a cool one right there.
That would, and then
Because
come
no
back.
one would suspect anything if you went on a trip. Like,
Yeah.
you know. And then you don't have to tell them. You could go stay at the nicest places. Nobody's gonna know.
Yeah.
Go stay at the high-end hotels and stuff,
Yeah.
where it's like $2,000 a night. You're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
like super crazy nice places. Go away for like maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
Yeah.
bounce around. I would do like the European circuit, do all that first maybe. And then of course I'd like to do like do like Japan, Korea, all that stuff maybe. But I would love to do like Sweden and go to Germany, Iceland, all those places.
Oh,
Switzerland. That'd be cool, man.
yeah.
Go check it out.
They got good music up there.
That'd be all right. Bounce around.
I do more Hispanic countries. Like,
Oh, I mean, definitely hit that later.
like
But
Spain, El
oh, you want to
Salvador.
do those?
Yeah, I would
Oh,
do those.
well, I've been to a few of those places, so
Yeah.
yeah. But I haven't really been to Europe, so I think that's why. But
I've never
oh
been out of
man.
the country.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I've never even been to Canada.
Oh wow. Okay.
This is the farthest away from home I've been.
Canada's cool. It looks
And
the
the rest
same
of
as
my
Alaska.
family's on top of a mountain,
Mm.
almost within earshot of each other. I'm the only one that's like this
So the
gone.
furthest is Alaska and Hawaii.
Yeah.
I mean Alaska. Yeah, because like I said, Canada is similar to Alaska. Like I feel like Alaska and Canada very, very similar as far as no, the cities in Canada aren't the same, but just driving through Canada,
Yeah.
it looks like Alaska.
Alaska's I don't know if you want to live there, but it's cool to go there and check it out. I mean, I was there for 4 years. What I can remember of it.
It was cool. It was a good experience. I was there for 3 years and I had a pretty good experience. Definitely think it's worth at least visiting. But yeah, if you have a chance to live there,
I don't know.
yeah,
'Cause I've already done that.
I know.
And then I go from there to fucking Little Rock, Arkansas, which is a
Mm.
desert. That was a big climate shock.
Little Rock.
Like straight from
Crazy.
Alaska to Little Rock, where it's just hot as shit all the time.
Yeah, dude. I'm not big in Arkansas. I don't think that's my spot.
I'll never go back
I
there.
don't think that's my spot.
Was it?
Have you ever been to Iowa?
No.
Mm. Yeah. Places like that. Iowa.
Like there's still some states that don't have a lot of shit in it, like like
Yeah,
Montana, Nebraska,
right.
Dakotas, all that.
Yeah,
There's
Nebraska.
still
Yep. Yeah. You know, those are places, honestly, if you're kind of want to be, I don't want to say off the grid, but you just don't want to be
want to be left
around.
alone.
Yes, you want to be left alone. You want to have big property, have a lot of land, maybe. Even like Oklahoma too.
Yeah.
Got a lot of land out there. You're gonna be living outside of the cities, but
That's kind of like where I'm from.
yeah.
It's like 15, 20 minutes, no traffic nonstop to the nearest town. To
Mm.
where my sister lives.
It kind of sounds appealing though a little bit.
It is pretty.
It
The
does.
older you get, the cooler it sounds.
Yeah, I know. I'm like it kind of sounds. I'm not sure 100% if I would like it or not. Like long term, I don't know, but it sounds appealing a little bit if you have the right setup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, and if I lived by a small town and it was kind of there was a decent little town there, had a couple good, had a bunch of good stores there. I could do my shopping and mm, that might be all right.
That's how it is now where I'm from. But when I was growing up, we had to go to the next town over to get shit.
Mm,
Like now that we've got the Walmart and all the shopping centers and stuff in the main town, it's better. You don't really have to leave to go anywhere.
yeah.
But when I was growing up there, I mean, where that Walmart is was a fucking cow field, like a legit cow
Oh,
field.
they got rid of Walmart.
No, they
Oh,
put one
oh, they
there.
put in there. Well,
So
it's funny now that we have Amazon, right?
yeah,
Like you growing up, there wasn't Amazon, but now I wonder how it is over there with Amazon. People don't really even need the stores there.
they get shit real quick there.
Well, you're gonna need like food stores, right?
Yeah,
Like grocery, dining out. You gonna want to have that at least. But shopping, you could just shop online, Amazon, all of it.
they when they finally passed liquor by the drink, which was it seems like a long time ago, but it really wasn't that long time ago. A lot more places started opening up, like bars and stuff.
Oh,
But
really?
when I was growing up there, you couldn't have them there. We couldn't have liquor store there. You had to go to the next county over to buy liquor. It was
So
just
weird.
beer, and you couldn't buy
No
beer
liquor.
on until after 12 on Sunday. And even the next county over, you couldn't buy liquor on Sunday. All the liquors, because it's not like here where you go into a gas station and get your liquor and stuff. Like you
Yeah.
have to go to a
Package
specific,
store.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's called ABC store in North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Because on the East Coast they call it package stores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's only open Monday through Saturday, and you have to go to that store to get liquor. You can't get anywhere else.
Yeah, because I feel like that's more east, you know. If you go west
You get that shit
past
everywhere.
Texas or whatever, yeah, you can go anywhere and get it.
Yeah.
But East Coast side, more east, that's where
And
it's.
I think it was a rule like you can't sell liquor and beer in the same store
Yeah, there
too.
was a thing where yeah. And I've seen it on the East Coast
Yeah.
where it's literally like the store was a package store and that's all they sold. Well, nah, it's not all they sold, but it was mainly liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I came here and saw liquor behind the counter at 7-Eleven, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, that was weird
Interesting.
because I had never seen that before. I'd never seen it in the grocery
I find it's
stores.
weird that they still do that on the East Coast with the
I think
liquor.
it's something with they take the taxes from it and use it towards the roads or use it towards something. I think it has
Oh,
something to
so
do with
it's okay.
they take the taxes from the liquor sales and put it into something in the state, and that's why they isolate the liquor sales.
I see. Because
I
I was
may be wrong,
wondering.
but that's what I was told a long time ago.
Because I was wondering, I was like, why are they still doing it? It's 2025. Like, why would you still do that? You
Hmm.
know? So it's a tax thing.
Yeah.
So they get killed on taxes, probably, you think?
And the liquor that they have will depend on what city or what town you're in. So if you're like in some of these higher end towns like Blowing Rock or where a lot of like people live more money live, you're gonna get like the top shelf shit when you go in there.
Oh,
You go to like some shit county or town that their ABC store is gonna have like, more of the stuff in the plastic bottle,
just the basic
the
stuff.
basic stuff.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, like you would only see high end stuff like when they do their Christmas bundles with the glasses and stuff like. But I remember going to different ones in different counties over were higher end stuff, and they had shit I hadn't seen before because it was for like because the how do you say it? People's wallets are fatter in that area,
Hmm.
so they had better stuff.
Interesting. Huh. Yeah, that's funny. It's so different out there compared to here.
I like it, man. I've been away from it for so long, and I really like it here. But now that I'm older, going home, I kind of appreciate it a little bit more
Hmm.
the way it's designed out there. Everything's far apart.
Yeah.
And it has just as much scenery and stuff as here. It definitely does.
I mean, you think you're gonna leave Hawaii one day?
I don't know, man. Like, what would I'd have to find a place where I can make the same amount of money as I could do here, and that's going to be hard.
Hmm.
Because if I went back home, there's not a market for
Well, not
this.
over there. You'd have to go to a, I mean, obviously you have to be near a bigger city, I
Yeah, and
think.
there's bigger cities, hour, 2 hours away, but at the same time, it's still like, what could I charge and what could I get away with paying for rent
Yeah,
and stuff? Could I charge the same amount and get as many people as I do here?
right.
I'd have to look at how much rent is and how much people usually charge for training and,
Hmm.
find a gym that will let me do what I want, which, you probably have to get started at a corporate gym and to do the percentage thing again, which I don't want to do.
That sucks.
Yeah. So it'd be a pain in the ass to move, but at some point it would be cool to go get one of those houses out in the middle of fucking nowhere
Yeah.
and just chill out. It'd be
Could be
nice.
nice. It could be. Yeah, you
Get
never know.
seasons again. Like it's cool that it's 80 degrees every day and the sun's out, blah 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 blah. But every once in a while, I like to walk outside in 40 degrees and kind of freeze my ass off here and there. I enjoy a crisp 40
There is something to
degrees.
to be said about that. I have to admit, there
40
is something.
degrees is the best. That's my favorite
40,
temperature.
really?
40.
Hmm.
Crisp, 40 degrees, sun out.
I don't know about 40. I think for me, I feel like right around 60s was I like the 60s. That was good.
Yeah.
Because I could
60s
just
here is
I
cold.
could just go, well, yeah. I could just go with like a light jacket sometimes and put shorts on, go to the gym, whatever. I just have a light jacket on and it was good.
Oh, when it hits, I've been here so long. When it hits 60 here, I get cold. Like I have to put on
Oh
a
yeah,
coat.
well you're so acclimated
Yeah.
to it being hot.
It took about 5 or 6 years, but I remember that first time I walked out and it was 60. I went back and got my hoodie and put it on. And I was putting, I was
But
like,
it's nice.
as I was putting it, on, I was like,
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm fucking doing this
I,
because I'm used
but
to wearing
60 is
shorts.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
60 is nice though.
That's only like what 2 weeks out of the year here, where you're gonna get 60 in the morning.
Um, I don't know. Sometimes you get it longer, maybe like in January, February,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, we have late. It comes on later because it's still really hot, right? I feel like usually
Mm.
October, I think it's usually towards middle ending is when we'll start getting a lot more rain and it'll start cooling down a little bit. So really not till close to November we start getting cooler
We've had
weather.
some humid days these past couple of weeks, though.
Oh yeah, real. Well, that's a sign, right? It's gonna start getting wet. Usually it'll start raining more.
Just for you guys that don't know, wintertime in Hawaii means a lot of rain,
Yeah, that's all it means.
and it sucks.
Just rain.
Especially if you're like in the Kailua area where it rains every day, regardless.
You're driving, it's sunny and it's raining.
Every day.
The windward showers they call them.
Yep. It's always a little muggy out there.
Yeah, yeah,
Cool, but
no.
if you like the whole jungle look, though, it's a cool place
Oh yeah.
because you got all the trees and plants and stuff everywhere. It looks like you're in a jungle in the
Well, it's
mountains.
lush, right? I grew up in Waimanalo
Yeah.
and Kailua, so yeah, it's very green, very lush. Anytime, because I had some friends that lived on the west side,
Yeah.
and sometimes that, if I go pick them up or whatever. So I was like 16, 17. I
Yeah.
was driving and I pick them up and then we drive around and I'd bring them over to my house or they, wow, it's so green. It was so
Yeah.
funny. They would just trip out how green it was because it's so weird. People know, right? People that have lived here know how this is. A lot of people will live on this island and sometimes they won't go over if they live, say, on the west side, they won't even drive over the mountain to Kailua. Sometimes it could be years, you
Yeah.
know. So, and especially if they're younger and they don't have a car, some of them they rarely do it. So it's like, man, I haven't been here for 2 years, and it looks so green to them.
Well, I mean, different parts of this island look completely different. I mean, it's
Oh yeah. I mean, the west side it's very dry,
dry and flat.
flat, dry,
A lot of
brown,
beaches
brown. And then you go over the mountain and trees, like you said,
everywhere.
trees everywhere, green, a little bit chillier, a
Yeah.
little bit moisture in the air, like yeah, man. It's a different energy out there.
Yeah, that's true. I lived out there for a little while. I liked it, but I just didn't like how, like I said earlier, like sometime during the day we're getting some rain, no matter what, every day. And
Yeah.
then having to drive, because I worked at Powerhouse at the time, so having to drive all the way up there all the time was kind of got old.
Mm.
Every morning I'd have to get up early and drive over
Yeah,
there.
drive over the mountain
Yeah.
every day. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what's worse driving from like Eva Beach to town or going over the mountain to town. I think the mountain's better.
Where I live now is not too bad as long as I leave before 6 o'clock. There's not hardly any
Oh
traffic.
yeah. You got to find the right time, right? If you beat that school traffic,
Yeah, it's not bad at all. You
leave
know,
it leave at 7, you're screwed.
now any further out, I probably wouldn't like it. I'm like right on the edge of where it's not too inconvenient to drive here.
Mm.
Right before you hit like Hawaii Kai.
Yeah, I see. That's a good spot.
Yeah,
Because if you were in Hawaii Kai, you'd be stuck in all that traffic,
yeah.
right?
So it's like I'm really close to Waikiki. I'm not that far
Yeah.
from here, depending on what time of day.
You kind of skip a lot of that
Yeah,
traffic. Yeah, for
it's
sure.
not bad.
That's a good spot to be,
I'm
actually.
really happy with where I'm at now.
I
I
mean,
like it.
because I like going down there, Diamond Head side over there, that area, or going down to the beach or the park
Yeah,
down there. That's a nice, and it's close. It's not too far from where
no,
you're at, right? You can kind of go in and out. So that's a pretty good spot. And then the freeway's right there. Just jump on it, head over here.
yeah.
Yeah, I always try to figure out like what's the best spot on the island, like
That's
it's
hard.
kind of hard because some places are nice because it's kind of out there, a little bit more quiet, but it's not convenient. And then other places are very convenient, but it's real busy.
Real congested. Yeah.
And then yeah, so or it could be really expensive. Like
I will say this: if you do live in Kailua and you work in Kailua, you never have to leave because they've got everything down there.
that's true.
You would never have to come over the mountain for anything unless you just worked here.
I think Hawaii Kai too, almost.
Almost.
Hawaii Kai doesn't have as much stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Kailua's got a lot more stuff.
But it's real quiet out there.
but you could do it. Hawaii Kai could do it too, I
And you
think.
can walk out at like 3, 4 in the morning, and people are just walking, waving at each other because they're getting their morning walks, and you really don't have to worry about anything getting jumped or anything crazy like that out there.
Like, what would you rate if you were to pick? So Kailua, Hawaii Kai. What would you choose?
Probably Hawaii Kai because it's
Yeah.
closer to town.
It's not really closer to town.
Really?
I don't think so. Well,
I'm in
well,
Anaheim.
it depends on where you live in Kailua, right? I guess because you could live like in Enchanted Lakes all the way in the back there.
That's where I was at.
So that could take a little
Yeah.
while. If you live in the front, more towards Oniava, like
Yeah.
Oniava Street, towards Kalaheo High School, like down in that area,
Okay.
that's not too bad.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Hawaii Kai, yeah, Hawaii Kai is a whole different vibe out there too. But the water's right there. It's not the beach isn't as nice as Kailua,
Yeah.
not as
No, it's
nice,
not.
but a lot more rocks and stuff. I don't know. That was tough. Yeah, Hawaii
Uh,
Kai has a lot more condos. That's for sure.
yeah, I've lived in so many different places on this island, anywhere from Mililani, Whitmore Village to
Oh,
right up where I
Whitmore.
used to live right up the road here near the Cam Shopping Center.
Hmm.
Kailua. I think where I'm at now in Anaheim has probably been my favorite place so far.
Oh yeah.
I lived in Kaimuki too, which wasn't too bad. It's close, but there's just a lot of congestion, and
Yeah,
somebody's having
Kaimuki's
domestics, then you got to listen to that shit all night and all the
Kaimuki
fucking
is
chickens.
busy. Yeah, because I lived right in those townhouses at Kahala, the ones that are there's that church right there. There's like Zippy's there in
Yeah,
Kahala, the mall. It's behind the mall,
yeah,
like
yeah,
on the across the street. Yeah, those. And I lived over there. And that was kind of busy over there, man,
yeah.
because the freeway's right there and everything. So on the weekends, it's pretty crazy, man. There's like a lot of lots of stuff going on over there because
Huh?
the freeway's right there, the
Yeah.
exit, and then a lot of guys would come do some stuff and get back on the freeway.
Mm.
So there was a lot of shit going on. But Kahala's nice, man. That's
Yeah,
that's next level, obviously.
I'm a little further past that.
Huh?
I'm a little further past that. Like I'm where the Longs and McDonald's and shit is on Anaheim, that shopping center. I'm
Yeah,
like
yeah,
two
yeah.
streets past
Yeah,
that.
you're like further, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kahala's cool. I mean, the Kahala Mall is actually cool.
Yeah, it's not a bad mall.
A little mini mall, I call it. Quiet. It's
They
always
got a Whole
quiet in
Foods
there.
there.
There's Whole Foods. They got a theater. That's yeah, it's
Yeah, they
pretty
do,
good.
don't they?
I
They
feel
do.
like this podcast is for people that want to come visit. No.
That's what it on. Off topic. First,
We're,
off
yeah,
topic.
this is
Episode
not so much
one.
bodybuilding, but if you're interested in coming to Hawaii, then yeah, this might be the podcast for you. Just kind of random. We didn't even have our normal intro on this. We just started talking. So what's that? Whatever. It's just me and Jed today. So we were just doing a little chill thing. And yeah, sure Mel will be back next week maybe. And
I think she
then
is.
try to get another guest on. There's a couple people that I'm going to talk to and see who can come on the show. Some interesting
The one
people.
with Mike did pretty good.
Yeah, Mike was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
like
I
that.
could have him on again sometime. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, I feel like we did talk about a lot, but I feel like there's even more.
I wish more people from other gyms would come on.
Well, I can always reach out and see who wants to come on. Because there are other gyms out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know if people think that there's this competition between gyms.
Well, there shouldn't be. I mean, there's so much business for this industry out here. Nobody should
Yeah.
really have to be sketchy to make money.
Yeah,
Everybody's
I
always wanting
don't
to be in shape. There's tons of military here. There's so much business out
yeah.
here. Nobody should have to be undercutting anybody to get a client. Th-
I don't think we're really competing. Like you said, there's a lot of people here. If you have a good gym, if you have a good product, whatever, people are going to come
They'll
to it.
come.
Yeah, they're going to come to it. Um, yeah, but I've always been open to other people, hey, come by, come on podcasts if you want a gym. That's cool. Like, I don't even mind promoting other gyms.
Yeah.
That's fine. Because every gym's different anyway. We all offer different
And
things.
they're in different
So,
locations.
yep. And we're all in different spots. And nobody really has the same gym, whether it's the size of it or just the type of building or the type of equipment. We all
Yeah.
have different. I think GY, is similar to this gym as far as like it's a warehouse and they have a lot of plate loaded equipment. It's a similar, except the big difference is I have a lot of old equipment, right?
Yeah.
I have a lot of the older stuff, the antique stuff, I guess if you want to call it vintage stuff, whatever, from like the 90s and stuff. He has more new stuff. It's all
Yeah, but
newer.
see, like, there's no, like you were saying earlier, he's out in YPO.
Right. Oh no, he's in a whole
So,
different
like, the whole Mililani,
demographic.
Wahoo, all those guys can go there. It'll make
Yeah.
no sense for them to drive all the way down here.
And I mean, honestly, that's a pretty good spot to be in. Like,
Yeah.
that's a good area because Costco's right there. So he gets a lot of traffic, man. That's a
Even
really good
Waikele. I
area.
mean,
Yeah,
Waikele's
like
not too
that's a
far.
really good area. Yeah. Kelly has a UFC gym already, so
Yeah.
that's kind of like they kind of took that spot already, So yeah, I don't know. The island's running out of spots to put gyms on them. Like
There's decent gyms about every corner now.
yeah, there is. I mean, there's even the Planet Fitness down in Waianae,
They've got one down there.
Yeah, dude, it's down in that shopping center down there.
Huh.
It's crazy. I haven't gone in it, but I've talked to somebody who's gone to it, and it's small, but they have a lot of cardio in there, and
Yeah.
but they have. I guess they're pretty busy because guess what? It's the only gym there,
Yeah.
so you're gonna get members.
There's some good beaches down there.
Yeah. Well, right on, man. That was a good one. Yeah, so stay tuned next week. We'll have some hopefully we'll have another guest on. We'll see. But
Should.
we'll definitely have Mel and we'll have a lot more to talk about as usual. So I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast and take care and aloha.